Okay, let's talk about self-belief. It's a term we throw around all the time, right? But what if the way we think about it is actually the very thing that's holding us back? That's what we're going to do here. We're going to completely tear down that old idea and build a brand new one, right from scratch.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. What if everything you've been told about self-belief is wrong? You know that image we all have? That loud, super confident, always on positive person? What if that's just a total myth? And the real deal is something much quieter and, honestly, a whole lot more powerful.
See, real self-belief, it's not about the hype. It's not that big burst of emotional excitement. No, it's something way deeper. It's this quiet, steady force that's always there, right underneath everything you do. Think of it like the foundation of a house. It's what you stand on when everything else around you starts to shake.
All right, so first things first, we've got to clear away all the noise. Because to really get what self-belief is, we have to start by tearing apart what it isn't.
Okay, so look at this. On the one hand, you have what most of us think it is. This big, loud firework of positivity and constant confidence. The problem? That's just an emotion. It's excitement. And like any feeling, it comes and it goes. But what we're really talking about is on the other side. It's more like a deep-rooted tree. It's quiet, it's steady, and its roots are grounded in self-trust.
You know, motivation is great, but it's a feeling. And feelings, well, they're fickle, right? They don't stick around. Self-belief, on the other hand, is the actual structure. It's what's left holding you up when that fuzzy feeling of motivation is long gone. It's what you lean on when it's cold outside, when you're exhausted, and when you just really do not feel like doing the thing.
And that right there brings us to probably the biggest mix-up of all when it comes to this stuff, the relationship between taking action and having belief. And this is the part where almost everyone gets it completely 100% backward.
I mean, you've been there, right? We've all done this. We say things like, okay, I'll start that new project as soon as I feel more confident. Or, I'll go for that job once I really, truly believe in myself. It's like we're treating belief as this golden ticket we have to have in our hand before we're even allowed on the ride.
But here is the absolute game changer, the critical shift in thinking. You don't start with belief, you end with it. See, belief isn't the thing that causes you to act, it's the effect of your actions. It's the prize you get at the end. It's something you earn.
So how do you earn it then? Well, think of it like you're a lawyer building a case. You need evidence. And where does that evidence come from? It can only come from one place, your own experience. And I'm not just talking about any experience. I'm talking about the experience of doing things, especially the hard things.
Okay, so if we agree that belief is something you build, then what are the blueprints? How does it actually work? Let's break down the real architecture of trust.
It's actually this really beautiful, simple cycle. It goes like this. Step 1, you do a hard thing. Step 2, you survive it. And notice I said survive, not succeed perfectly. You just have to get through it. Step 3, that experience gives your brain a little piece of concrete evidence, a little receipt that says, hey, I handled that. And with every single one of those little receipts, your belief just quietly gets a little bit stronger. And look, we're not talking about climbing Mount Everest here. This is built in the tiny, daily promises you keep to yourself. Things like just waking up when your alarm actually goes off, finishing that report you said you'd finish, making that one awkward phone call you've been putting off all week. Every single time, you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small it seems. You're casting a vote for I can trust myself.
Now, as you keep casting these votes and building up this trust, something pretty incredible starts to happen. It goes way beyond just a feeling. It literally starts to rewire the narrator inside your head. You know, that voice that's always talking? It changes the script, and that changes how you see, well, everything. Think about it. Without that deep self-trust, when you have a setback, it feels so personal, doesn't it? It feels like proof. See, I knew I wasn't good enough. But when you have that bedrock of belief, the exact same setback feels totally different. It's not personal anymore. It's just data. It's information you can use to tweak your approach. One mindset makes you shut down. The other just makes you smarter.
And it's the exact same story with fear. The feeling of fear doesn't magically disappear. That's not the goal. But what it means to you changes completely. Without self-trust, fear is a giant red stop sign. It screams, danger, turn back. But with self-trust, fear becomes a compass, and it's pointing you directly at the thing you need to do next to grow.
And this right here is such an important distinction to make. This isn't arrogance. Arrogance is incredibly fragile. It's built on this shaky idea that I will never fail.
The second you make one mistake, the whole thing just shatters into a million pieces. True self-belief is the opposite. It's resilient. It's not the belief that I will never fall down. It's the deep, quiet trust that says, I know I can get back up.
Okay, so this all leads us to the absolute core of it all, the very heart of the matter. It really boils down to making one single, powerful promise to yourself, a promise that honestly changes everything.
And I really want you to let this one sink in. Self-belief is not the trust that you'll always win. It's not the trust that you'll always succeed or that you'll be perfect. It is simply this, the trust that when things get tough, when you inevitably fail, when you feel embarrassed, you will not abandon yourself. You will stay on your own team. You'll stay in your own corner.
And once you make that commitment for real, really commit, the entire equation of your life just shifts. Suddenly, the fear of failure starts to lose its power, because you know that no matter what happens, you've got your own back. And what does that do? Well, it makes you willing to try more things, to take smarter risks. And the result of all that? You just learn and grow at a speed you never thought was possible.
So let's bring it all home. If the goal isn't to win all the time, and it's not to feel confident 24/7, then what is the goal? What are we actually aiming for here? This is it. The whole thing in a nutshell. The goal is not to believe you will succeed, it is to believe you will recover.
And that's really the final thought I want to leave you with. Your life changes not because you somehow become fearless. That's a fantasy. Your life changes because you become self-trusting. You build a relationship with yourself that is stronger than any fear you'll face. That, right there, is the true nature of self-belief.